Okay, guys. So first of all, let's finish with the worksheet. Then we're going to move to the poem that you have to do it because it's due before Friday. Okay. Let's go to the worksheet now quickly because it was supposed to be finished since last week, but you haven't solved it. So you go back to your reading selection, the ant and the grasshopper, to answer the questions with complete sentences. So we have to answer these questions based on the story, the ant and the grasshopper. First the question, when and where did the story take place? Who wants to answer? Who wants to answer? Ali Hamoud, did you solve this question quickly? Yes, Ali?
It took place in the in Africa.
Africa, miss, where is the answer? Is the answer in front of you? Did you solve it and write it on a sheet of paper, on a piece of paper, or on a sheet so you can just quickly give me the answer when I ask you about it? Guys, whenever you have a worksheet, you have to write down the answers on a paper or on a draft. So when I ask you the question, you directly tell me the answer. Jude,
Yes.
do you want to answer number one?
Yes.
Okay.
The story took place in the present on the African grasslands.
Thank you. Thank you, Jude. Excellent. Number two, Ali Fawaz.
Okay.
Number
What was an army of ants doing?
and why?
Why? Okay. The army of ants were gathering water in
The army was gathering water.
gathering water for the future,
Mhm.
and
For the future,
for the
you mean
future.
the army of ants was gathering water to use them in the future when
Yes.
winter season is over.
When the season is warm and they
Oh,
can't find any water.
okay, thank you, Ali Fawad. Thank you. Number three, guys, I'm solving it quickly because it was your responsibility to solve it the last week and to be corrected on Monday. So I'm sorry, I cannot give it a lot of time because we still have a new lecture that we haven't started with it yet. Thank you, Ali Fawaz. Number three, Iltaf. Iltaf, do you want to answer number three, Ahmed?
Yes, Miss.
Yes. How did, read the question. Read the question.
How did the grasshopper respond to Ant when Ant advised him to collect water instead of napping?
Instead of nap. So how did he respond?
The grasshopper didn't listen to Ant's advice.
Uh-huh. And told the ant to nap instead of collecting water even. Grasshopper laughed without caring and told ant to stop working and nap more. He even told the ant to stop working. He laughed and told the ant to stop working. But your answer is correct, yeah, Eltaf. Don't worry. Bravo. Number four. Number four. What was the result of a grasshopper's laziness and ant's hard working? Who wants to answer it? Hassan Sabra? Hassan Sabra?
Yes.
Do you want to answer it?
Okay.
Number four, please.
What was what was the result of grasshoppers' laziness?
Laziness.
Yes, I can't see because
Laziness.
Muhammad is writing
Laziness. What was the result of a grasshopper's laziness
and hard working.
and hard work?
The grasshoppers' result is to be that don't have food and
And
don't have
what?
food and water.
Okay. So, okay, this is about the grasshopper. What about the ant?
It have food and water and live safe.
Okay, طيب. So grasshopper had no water to drink and became sick. This is first, sick and weak. While ant had plenty of water and was strong and healthy. You gave me half of the answer, but it's okay. It's okay. So guys, you have to pay attention. You have to read well while looking for answers for this question. Okay? So grasshopper had no water to drink and became sick and weak, while ant had plenty of water and was strong and healthy. So guys, you can find the solution for the worksheet on the application. Okay. Now, guys, there is something very important we have to talk about, which is a poem. You will still need a poem grade for semester 2. So this is the poem. You are going to find it in the notices on a Friday, and you have a link for the flip grade in the notices on Thursday. What you have to do is to recite this poem, as I'm going to do now. You're going to recite it and record a video of yourself reciting the poem and upload it to Flipgrid before Friday because I need to take a grade. Okay? I have to take a grade. Listen to me how I'm going to recite the poem. A miracle to behold. Seagulls soar above her surf. The sun reflects and gleams while people come from miles around to stroll upon her beach. I'm talking about the seagull and the animals that live over the oceans and in the sea. Her touch conveys an icy chill through her stinging foam spray, while her thunderous waves rush to the shore, then gently roll away. Okay? Who wants to read it? Who wants to read it? Hassan Sabra. Read it.
Okay. A miracle to behold.
Mhm.
Sea clouds soar above herself. The sun reflects and gleams, while people come from miles around to stroll upon her beach.
Mhm.
Her touch conveys an icy chill through her stinging, foamy spray, while her thunderous
Thunderous. Thunderous.
thun- waves rush to the shore, then gently roll away.
Okay, good, Hassan. Guys, if you want, you can recite it this way without memorizing it by heart. And if you want to memorize it by heart, it's up to you. Okay? If you want to memorize it by heart. Okay?
Teacher,
Okay, good, Hassan. Good. Bravo.
teacher,
Yes,
teacher لازم أغنيها عن غيب.
if you want. I'm just saying, if you want to memorize it by heart, yes, you can. But if you want to recite it and the poem is in front of you, but with the correct voice intonation that you did, it's okay if you don't want to memorize it by heart. Okay? يلا. علي فواز.
Can I read the
Yes,
poem
yes,
sheet?
yes, yes, yes. Sure.
A miracle to behold. Seagulls soar above her surf. The sun reflects and gleams, while people come from miles around to stroll upon her beach. Her touch conveyed an icy chill through her stinging, foamy spray, while her thunderous waves rush to the shore, then gently roll away.
Bravo. Bravo. Okay. Who wants also Amal?
Yes,
Yeah, read it.
a miracle to behold. So seagulls soar
Seagull.
above her
Oh,
soar,
her sir.
soar above her surf.
Sir, sir.
The sun re- surf. The, the sun reflects and gleams
Gleam.
while people come from miles around to stroll
upon her beach. Her touch conveys
Convey.
conveys
Convey.
conveys an icy chill through her stinging
Singing.
foamy
Okay.
spray, while her
Thunder.
thunderous waves rush to the shore.
Then
Shore,
gently.
then gently roll away.
Okay. Thank you, Amal. Thank you. Okay, Iltaf, read it. Iltaf, read it,
What?
please.
I met
What's wrong? Nothing for you, ya
That's-
Iltaf. Okay, just fix your voice, your speaker, your microphone. Okay, and then you're going to read. I think there's a problem. Okay. Ali Basma. Sorry, Ali Hamoud. You read it? Ali? طيب, okay. Jude.
Yes, miss.
Ali, you read it?
No.
Okay, read it.
A
Ali,
miracle,
then Jude.
a miracle to behold. Seagull soars above her surf. The sun reflects and gleams, while people come from miles around to stroll upon her beach. Her touch
Convey.
conveys an icy chill through her stinging foam, foamy spray.
Foamy spray.
Foamy spray, while her thunderous waves rush to the shore, then gently roll away.
Good, good. But you have to say more, okay? Yalla, Jude.
A miracle to behold. Seagulls soar above her surf, the sun reflects and gleams
Continue. While people.
on her beach.
Your voice is lagging.
Stroll upon her beach. Her touch conveys an icy chill through her stinging, foamy spray, while her thunderous waves rush to the shore that gently roll away.
Okay, you have to be a little bit slower, okay? A little bit, because it's a poem and we have to recite it in the correct voice intonation. Thank you, Jude. Talia? Talia?
Yes.
Yeah, please read it. Just a second, Talia. For those who have just attended, this is a poem that you have to recite it before Friday to take a poem grade for you. Okay, guys? You have to read it with the correct voice intonation. Yalla, Talia.
A miracle to behold. Seagulls soar above her surf. The sun reflects and gleams
Please,
while people gleams
come.
while
While
people
people come.
come from miles around to stroll upon her beach. Her touch conveys
Convey.
an icy chill through her stinging foamy spray, while her
Thunderous waves
waves rush to the
to the shore, then gently roll away. Listen to me carefully, Atalia, okay? It's better if we say it in this way. A miracle to behold. Please, all of you, listen carefully to me. Seagulls soar above her surf. The sun reflects and gleams, while people come from miles around to stroll upon her beach. Her touch conveys an icy chill through her stinging, foamy spray, while her thunderous waves rush to the shore, then gently roll away. Okay? Lana? Lana,
Yes,
can you read it, please?
yes. A miracle
A
to
miracle.
behold.
Miracle. A miracle.
Stickles stood above her surf. The sun reflects and gleams, while people come from miles around to stroll upon her beach. Her touch conveys an icy chill through her stinging, foamy spray, while her uh,
Thunderous.
thunder
Thunderous.
waves, thunder
Thunderous
waves
waves.
rush, waves rush to the shore,
Then
then
gently
gently roll away.
roll away. Okay. Thunderous, we mean like it's when the waves make a strong noise. Okay. The noises that the waves do, they make like thunder. Okay. So we say thunderous waves. Okay, because the noises they make is like thunder. Okay, guys. So this is what we mean by thunder, thunderous. Okay. Convey, her touch conveys an icy chill. It gives you, it makes you feel as if it is icy. Okay. Icy comes from ice. We mean that it's very cold. Okay. And you know, soar. Soar means to fly over something. Okay. So the last time I read it for you guys, and you have to be careful and pay attention how to recite the poem. A miracle to behold. Seagulls soar above her surf. The sun reflects and gleams, while people come from miles around to stroll upon her beach. Her touch conveys an icy chill through her stinging foamy spray, while her thunderous waves rush to the shore, then gently roll away. Guys, I'm not going to accept any flip grids uh, um, after Friday noon. Please, guys, you have to submit your flip grid before Friday noon. I mean, Friday in the morning is the deadline to submit your flip grid because I have to add the grades Friday at night. Okay, so on Saturday and on Sunday, I'm not going to accept any flip grid. Okay, guys, please, you can find the link for the flip grid where you must submit the poem and the notices on the application on Thursday. And the poem is found in the notices on the application on Friday. And I even sent them on the parent group. So, guys, you don't have any excuses. You have to do them before Friday night because I need to add your grades. Now we can move to our lecture. Okay, this is lecture, the last lecture in semester two, the last reading lesson in semester two, and phonics lesson. So let's start with the phonics lesson. Our phonics lesson this time is called the three-letter blend. We mean we have three consonant letters, okay, at the beginning of a word, and each letter makes its own sound, okay? So when I have three consonant letters at the beginning of the word and each letter makes its own sound, then we say we have a three-letter blend. Examples, let's read the words. I'm going to read the words for you quickly. Throat, throat. Here I have THR, blend. THR, throat. You see, the girl is putting her hand on her throat, okay, because it hurts her. It aches her. Thrill also, thrill. You are excited. Thrift, thrub, through. The second blend, screw, SCR, screw. So you see, screw, screw, script, screech. Okay. The third blend, spl, 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 splotch, split, splotch, splashing. See the blend? And the fourth blend is the shrift, S-H-R, shrift, shrimp, shrift, shrimp, shred, shrink, shriek. Okay? Straps, this is another blend, strips, straps, with the blending S-T-R, as in strand, straighten. Okay, the last one, sprawl, spr, 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 sprawl, sprout, sprang. Okay, so these are the three letter blend. Okay, this is the three letter blend. We have three consonant letters at the beginning of the word that each letter makes its own sound. Throat is what we mean by where the girl is putting her hand. This is the throat. Screw, this is the screw in the picture. Splotch, when you have a splotch or a stain of something, stain, maybe a splotch of coffee, a splotch of colors. Okay, shrimp, you know the shrimp, it's a kind of fish. Straps, these are the straps that are holding the camera. These are the straps. And sprawl, as the kitten is doing in the picture, it's sprawling itself. Okay, so this is sprawl. Let's move on. We continue with the other words. Okay, now thrill. Thrill, we mean to feel excited. Thrill, to be excited. It means exciting. A thrift, okay, it's to be careful on how much money you spend. This is a thrift. You have to be careful how much you spend. A throb, you beat or sound. The throb is the beat or sound. You see in the picture, we are hitting the drum. So we make a beat or a sound. This is the throb. Through, you pass through something. Okay, you hit through something. That's what we mean by through. Screw. So this is the screw. This is the script, maybe relics, or maybe as a text, we call it a script. A screech. A screech is the sound of the tires when it makes a friction between the tires and the ground. Okay, they make a screech sound. They make a screech sound. Shrimp, you know the shrimp, the shred. You see how we're cutting the paper into shreds? We're making it shred. Okay, these are the straps I told you. This is a strand, a long thing of something. Maybe a hair, a strand of hair, for example, or a strand of thread. Shrink is to become smaller. Shrink is to become smaller. And shriek, shriek when it's as if you're shouting. Okay, as if you're shouting, you're making or crying or making noise. You're screaming, shriek, you're screaming. Now let's practice this page, page 46 in the phonics book. Let's practice it. We have to fill in the blank with the suitable word from the word above. Okay, so this page is page 46 in the phonics book. Who wants to answer the first one? Ali Fawaz. Let's try Ali Fawaz with the first one.
Okay. Oh, the old rope fell on the floor.
The old rope fell on the floor. When you have an old rope, so it will, what would fell from it? What would fell from it?
Well, from it, I think
Let me help you. It's like a long thing that will fell from the rope, because the rope is made of more than one put together. Yes, Ali Hamoud, yes. More than what? Straps or strand? Straps or strand, Ali Fawaz? What do you think?
What?
It's made of straps or strand, the rope.
Oh,
Strand, yes. Strand, a strand of the old rope. We have more than one strand put together to make a rope. So when the rope becomes old, the strands will start falling. Okay? So a strand of the old rope fell on the floor. Thank you, Ali Fawaz. Thank you. Okay, Ali Hamoud. Ali Hamoud.
Miss, which page?
46, yeah, miss. It's written in front of you. 46. Yeah, you want to do number 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
One second. One second.
Cutting coupons is a sure sign of coupons. We use them in order to get discounts. When we want to get discounts or to buy things with a lower price, so this is sign of what? You remember what is the word that means to buy something at a lower price or to be careful how much money we spend? Let me help you. Is it throat or thrift?
Thrift.
Thrift. It's a thrift. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Amal. Okay, Amal.
Yes, miss.
Number 3.
Number 3. Please your room before your friend arrives.
Right. What should you do with your room?
Uh,
It should be how?
This one.
This one?
Strange.
Ten.
Yes.
Straighten. That's right, ya Amal. Straighten. It should be organized and straight. Thank you, ya Amal. Aline?
Aline wants to
Yes.
answer.
Yes. Aline?
Yes.
Yalla. She will with laughter at that funny joke.
Shriek.
Shriek or shriek? You mean shriek? Shriek, not shriek. Shriek. It's okay. Shriek.
Yes.
Long E sound. Shriek. Excellent. Thank you, Ali. She will shriek. Thank you. Iltaf,
Yes, miss.
want to number 5?
Yes. We must go the tunnel to get into the city.
We must go
Through.
Excellent. We must go through the tunnel. Thank you, Iltaf. Nancy?
Yes.
Number 6.
Yes.
Number 6.
Number 6. Is that a messy on your white sweater? Is that a messy?
What would be on your sweater and could be messy? Sprang or splotch?
A messy. What?
Sprang or splotch? What could happen or what could be on your sweater?
Splotch.
Splotch. It could be a stain.
A messy
Thank you.
splotch.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, man. Bravo, guys. Okay. Talia? Talia? Can you hear me? Yalla, guys, we still have 8 minutes left to exercise. Number 7, Talia. I do not want my favorite jeans to in the wash. What happens to your clothes sometimes when you wash them? What happens to your clothes? It didn't happen with you? Does it shrimp or shrink? Shrink, yes, it becomes smaller. Sometimes we buy clothes, sorry, excuse me.
Yes.
And when we wash them, they shrink, they become smaller in size. Thank you, Talia. Thank you, Yara. Yara?
Yeah.
Yalla, number 8, please. The kids are happily in the little tub. When the tub is full with water and splashing. Thank you. Splashing. Thank you. Marie?
Yes,
Okay, number 9, Marie, please.
we watched the cat lay
Lazily in the sun.
in the sun.
What does the cat do? It lays and spreads its body under the sun. So what does it do?
Screw.
No, it doesn't screw. Does it sprout or
Sure.
crawl? Does it sprout or sprawl?
Swap.
No, a sprawl. A sprawl. When you sprawl, you spread your body and you stretch under the sun, for example, Marie. Okay? Jude?
Okay.
Jude? Jude? Can you unmute yourself now?
Yes.
Number 10.
If you hit the brakes too hard, the tires will
When
screw.
No, pay attention. When a car is driving very fast and suddenly it hits the brake to stop, what would it make? The tires will make what? They will make a sound, that's right.
Scratch.
What do we call this sound?
Yes.
What do we call this sound? The sound of the tires when they hit the ground. Is it scrape or screech? Is it scrape or screech? Jude? It is screech. Okay, guys, it is screech. Karim Bitar, I think that Jude has a problem with the internet. Karim Bitar, please, guys.
Yes, miss.
Come on, number 11.
My was scratchy
After singing.
after singing at the concert.
When you sing a lot, okay?
My thrill.
No, pay attention. No, not your thrill. What happens to when you sing a lot? Your voice will become scratchy, okay? And your what? Your voice comes from where? From your throat. From your throat. Your throat will become scratchy, Abu Karim. Okay? Throat. Okay, no problem. Lana? Lana?
Yes.
Can you do number 12, please?
Yes. The play was a big hit because that was so funny.
What was funny? When we have a play, you're acting on a stage, then you're what? You're telling what? Or you're reading what to the audience?
Drop.
No, pay attention. The throb is the beat or a sound that the drums make. Is it screw or script? Is it screw or script? What do you read while acting? You need a script. You must have to memorize a script. A script, it's like the text, the lines that you have to say during a play while acting. Okay, so you need to have a script.
Yes.
Karim Kirti, the last one. Please, before the time ends. Karim Kirti.
Yes.
Last one.
The leather hung down from the saddle.
Saddle. The saddle has what? The saddle is the thing that you sit on. You put it on the horse and you sit on it, and it has things to hold it. What do we call these leather things that we hold it in our hands? We hold them in our hands. What do we hold? What do we hold in our hands? What do we have? Yes. What do we have? You have to hold it in your hand. If you have ridden a horse, didn't you hold anything in your hand from the saddle? What do you hold? The strap. You hold strap. Yes, you hold the straps of the saddle in your hand, okay, to hold it in order to be able to ride the horse, okay? So you have to hold the straps. We still have one more question, Amir. Write the spelling word that belongs with the other word in the group. Amir, Rawad. Yalla guys, we still have 2 minutes. Boys,
Yes.
please, boys,
Yes,
want
miss.
to, boys, all of the boys, contact me on WhatsApp to send you the certificates. Those who didn't take certificates last time, please contact me to send you certificates, okay? Yalla, Rawad. Write the spelling word that belongs with the
Yes.
other words in the group. Jump,
Yes.
leap,
Okay. Miss, I can't hear you. The internet is so bad today.
Miss Yalla, read the question and let's do it.
Okay.
Jump and leap is what? Sprang. When you sprang,
Yes.
as if you are jumping or leaping your legs. Guys, calm and lobster. You can unmute yourself. Calm and lobster is what? They are animals found in under. They are kinds of fish. So I must read a shrimp. I must have here a kind of fish. Pleasure or excitement. When you are pleasured and excited, this is what? What is it, guys?
Thrill.
Thrill. Excellent. 7. So tear or rip. Tear something or you rip it. You rip a paper, for example. You tear a paper. You
Shred.
shred. Excellent. 18. Push or grow something. You push.
Throat.
Throat? No, we use the throat. When we push something or something grows, especially plants, they sprout. What do? They sprout. 19. Pulse or a beat or a music sound is what? It is what, guys?